Ankur Shukla here, the creator of Backlink Machine. Just wanted to make sure that my audio is okay. Can you give a quick yes in the chat box if you can hear me? Hey, yeah, I think I need to maybe restart the thing. Not able to. Okay, start broadcast. Right, got it. Okay, so can everyone see me? Can everyone actually hear me okay? I just want to make sure that my audio is okay because I'm right now in Nepal and the internet here is a bit crazy. So I just want to make sure no one misses out on everything and we are able to talk and listen and learn. All right. Yes, yes, yes. I see a lot of yeses here and great to have you guys here. Just drop in your name and location in the chat box. Say hello. We will be starting in about 5 minutes. So because we just want to make sure that everyone gets in here and we'll start right on time. So just drop in your name, location, and hey, Mark, great to have you here. Hey, Bob's from Sacramento. Great to have you here, guys. Brian from New Zealand. How's it going, Brian? Great. Hello, Gary. Nice to meet you. Awesome, awesome. Lots of people here from all over the world. It is amazing. Great, great. Hey guys, again like for anyone joining in, just drop in your name and just say hello in the chat box so I know that you're here and I can see you. And if you have any issues with your audio or you cannot hear me, let me know in the chat box. So I just want to make sure everything is audible and we are all connected just fine. All right, all right. Great. So lots of people here today, and this is going to be great. Yes, Michael from Mississippi. How are you, Michael? Awesome, awesome. Bruce from Pleasantville, New York. It's amazing. I was just there in New York just a month ago. Awesome, awesome. Yes, we will be recording this. So if anyone cannot stay till the end, we will be emailing out a replay. But I do recommend that you stay on, and because we will be doing a lot of things live. And if you want to get some of your questions answered, that will be a great opportunity to do that. So yes, we are going to record this. Awesome, awesome. Great. So lots of amazing people here today, and it is going to be great. So yes, yes. So everyone looks like my audio is perfect and everyone can hear me. So this will be great. Right. So, hey, everyone, this is Ankur Shukla here. For anyone joining in right now, I'm the creator of Backlink Machine, and thank you for jumping on board and purchasing Backlink Machine. It's a great product, and we have been updating the plugin already, and we have already released some updates. You must have seen inside your WordPress sites that we have, I think, 1.5.3 or 1.5.4 right now, which is great because as we get some great feedback from customers, we are continuously updating the product and adding some new stuff. So great to have you guys here. Great to have you on board this product. And we will be going into some amazing SEO training and content. And I will actually be inviting a friend of mine online on this webinar who has done a great deal of SEO and is an expert in the space. So he will be also talking about a lot of his strategies, and we will be going over a lot of your questions as well, and how to actually use Backlink Machine in the best possible way to get the best possible results. And the special thing we're going to do is basically talk about how to get rankings in 24 hours, which is what my friend actually specializes in. And that's what we'll actually show you how he's been able to do that and how you can do that yourself using some of his strategies. So are you guys excited? Give me a yes in the chat box if you're excited to learn and to see some of the amazing results we've got with these strategies. And we'll be starting in just about 2 minutes, and just making sure everyone gets online and gets to attend and they do not miss on any of the amazing content. So yes, yes, great. Yes, we will be having a recorded version of this and posted later. Yes, great, great. Awesome, awesome. So I just want to make sure that you have all your Skype messengers and Facebook messengers put away, so you don't get uh, you don't get any distractions in the way. And just make sure that you take notes from all these trainings, and because these things are going to be great, of great value to you. Sometimes in just normal conversations we drop in some really interesting things, and you should not miss out on any of those. So yes. Great, Bruce. Yeah, I understand how that can be. So yeah, just grab as much info as you can in the half an hour you have. But I would like you to stay longer if you can. But that'll be okay. You can just watch the recording later, right? So yeah. All right, so hey everyone, we're starting now, and we'll be talking about SEO today. We'll be talking about backlink machine today, and we will be talking about how to actually start ranking faster for any of your sites, and how to actually build sites in the right way so that they can actually rank within 24 hours on the first page of Google for a lot of long tail keywords. Because the number one thing actually we make a mistake with is basically picking out the wrong keywords. And the number two thing that we actually make a mistake with is basically building the site right. So these are the two important things we will be talking about, and how to actually automate this process to a certain extent so that you don't actually have to do a lot of the manual grunt work. Because as you know, I love automation, and that's exactly why we created Backlink Machine, so that you can actually automate getting backlinks, one of the key important one of the key ingredients to actually ranking higher in Google. And obviously Google is not a fan of anyone trying to rank higher and basically outperforming their own results. But that's exactly what we have to do to actually get more traffic, and that's what we are going to do, right? So any strategies that can actually help us to rank higher and get better results is what we should always keep trying on. And that is what we will talk about in this training webinar. And I have something special for you guys today. So anyone who's actually going to stick around with us till the end and stay along through the entire uh, webinar, I have a special gift for you. So this we will actually be added to your Backlink Machine account, and this is actually going to help you rank higher with Backlink Machine as well. All right, so this is going to be a special gift for anyone who stays till the end of the training session. So make sure you stick around till the end, ask questions, get some of your doubts cleared with SEO, and get those first page rankings, right? So let me just give you a quick background about myself. Hi, my name is Ankur Shukla, and yes, that's a picture of me sitting in the middle of Central Park in New York, so sending out an email promotion. So I started back in 2006 with my first online business, where I was right out of college and started my first website, and that was a jobs portal in the for the Indian market. And then I basically expanded upon that, and just about a year later, we were actually getting about 20,000 unique visitors per day on that site. Yes, I grew that site from 0 to 20,000 unique visitors per day. That was all organic traffic, everything coming in from Google. And that was, probably the best thing we could actually have, because 20,000 unique visitors is a great deal of traffic. And you're actually making a lot of money from AdSense, from selling inventory and all that. So we expanded horizontally after that and built a few more sites in some of the other, other parallel niches we had in the same space. And I'm big in the education space right now. I have a lot of websites in the education space that rank pretty well with SEO, and we get a lot of organic traffic from there. And I sold a bundle of those sites in 2009 for a high 6 figures amount. That was my first company that I started. And after that, I started with internet marketing again in 2014, where I started by creating products. And I was a big fan of creating software products and solutions to actually automate a lot of these things. And you probably would have bought a bunch of my products, because I've created probably about 35 to 40 different products in the last 3 years that I've been doing internet marketing online. And that has got some great results for a lot of my customers. And that is why I basically enjoy doing it, because I love solving problems and I love actually creating products that actually help people grow their business online. And that is because, they have, and most of my launches have been on JVZoo, which I'm which I'm sure you have heard of. And after doing all these launches, I've generated so much traffic, so many sales, that they actually sent me a few of these awards that you can see. And these actually are in my office right now back in India. And I love, creating products. And this is what I love seeing, because when you get recognized for your work, it actually motivates you even harder to actually make more amazing stuff. So these are some of the awards that JVZoo has sent me, and a few certificates just like this. And it gives me great pleasure to actually create these products and create solutions that actually help people get better results for their online business. So, if you ever have a problem in business that you think a software could solve, hit me up and, drop me an email. I'm always working on new ideas. At any given point, I'm working on about 7 or 8 different ideas. So, I'm always looking to create new stuff. So if you have ever those things, just hit me up and I will definitely be creating something new to help solve that problem if it is a big enough problem, right? So, but today actually we're not talking about software products or launches or JVZoo and stuff. We're actually going to talk about SEO. Because the best thing you can have for your websites or for your online business to actually get free traffic. And if you're able to get free traffic from Google, which already has a bunch of free traffic coming in, a lot of people actually searching for some of the most important information that they need. And if you're able to actually get free traffic from them, from the targeted searches that you get on Google, there is absolutely nothing better, right? So I have today with me Joshua Zamora here. So Joshua is an expert when it comes to SEO. And Joshua and I met about 3 years ago when I was in Miami. I was just traveling around America, and he hit me up, and we were actually, we had a bit of interaction earlier, and then he hit me up that he wanted to come and meet me. And then, he met in Miami, we hung out for a bit, and I learned that Joshua is an expert when it comes to SEO, and he does some of the amazing stuff. Like at that time, he had, over 1,000 plus, first page rankings for most of his, for his SEO properties. And the way he approaches SEO and the way he approaches this online business is something that was really amazing for me, because I had not really looked at it that way from that perspective. I was most focused towards building content-based sites, building huge sites, building authority sites, and he had a different approach to it, and he was actually able to get a lot more results from his efforts. And I was really amazed, because at that time, YouTube and video was really blowing up, and he was doing really well with ranking himself in the top of Google using video rankings as well. And he was actually able to get a lot of traffic from video as well. So, I have Joshua Zamora here. Hey, Joshua, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome, awesome. So hey, everyone, say hello to Joshua. He's our expert today for talking about SEO, and he's going to be answering a lot of your questions for SEO and talk about how you can actually use Backlink Machine and some of his amazing strategies for SEO to actually teach you how you can rank within 24 hours for your sites. And if you have anything that you want to ask, feel free to do that. We'll be taking in questions in the end as well. And I will be handing it over to Joshua from here, and he's the expert. So let's basically learn from him. Even I will be pulling up my pen and paper and taking some notes, because I've never really done a webinar with Joshua before. And after that meeting in South Beach in Miami, I never really could get to pick his brain because he's such a busy guy. But yeah, definitely today I'll be taking in some notes and learning some more stuff about my SEO sites as well. So I recommend you also take some notes today and learn some amazing things. So Joshua, take it here from. I recommend you take it here from. Take it over from here, and I'll be online on chat if you have any questions, and we'll be learning a lot about SEO and Joshua's strategies.
Perfect. Thank you, Anchor. And it's a pleasure to be here with everyone to share with you, a few things that I've learned over the years about how to get some quick rankings and help you guys, like Anchor said, get some quick results. So before we get started, can you guys give me a 2 in the chat box if you can see the screen so far? Should be blue. Okay, perfect. So you can see the screen. Let me go ahead and hit play. And we are good to go. All right. Now, some of you are keep asking if it's being recorded. Yes, I already hit the record button, so we are good to go. But like Anchor said, I'm going to be talking about, like you can see on the screen, how to rank page one of Google fast and profit over $10,000 per month by following our proven strategies. Okay. Now I know for some of you that may be a bit of a long shot, saying 10,000 a month. But once you know exactly what you're doing, each site can just continue to adding to your monthly income. All right, one site will make 500 a month, and then you put up another site, it'll make 1,000 a month, and all you really need is either one big site or 5 to 10 small sites making $1,000 a month, and 10,000 a month is not that unattainable. Okay, when you break stuff down like that, 10 sites making 1,000 a month, that sounds a lot doable than just 10,000. But that's my goal, to share with you guys things that can allow you to get to whatever income goal you want. And for me, that was what I wanted to start on. When I first started, I'm like, okay, if I can just get to 10,000 a month, that's my goal. I'll be set for life. That was my first thinking when I first started out. So that's what I want to share with you guys today. Hopefully, help you guys out, share some strategies with you. And just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up, we're gonna be on here for about 90 minutes. All right, I like to respect your time, so if you can just give me your undivided attention for the next 90 minutes or so. The way things are gonna run is we're gonna train for about 30 to 45 minutes. I'm gonna share with you some very powerful strategies that you can take right away and put them into action on your sites. And then right at the end, I do have a special offer for you guys that are on here about a very powerful solution to automate just about everything that I'm going to share with you on this call. So just a little bit of a schedule so you guys can know what to expect. All right. But before we actually get started with everything, why should you pay close attention today? Okay. Why should you listen to me? And why should you implement what I'm going to share with you? Well, I'm a big fan and a big believer in listening to people who are actually out there doing the information that they're teaching and getting results from that information. So we actually know how to rank on page one of Google. I've been doing it for years. And here's just a few of the rankings that I've been able to get. These are some local rankings that I got recently. You can see page one in 3 days for a local keyword here in Miami. Here's another one, page one rankings in under 2 weeks for another keyword here in Miami locally. Here, my site is dominating not only number one, but also number two. Ranked number one in under 7 days is another zip code here in Miami. So pretty much that site for that niche is dominating pretty much every zip code and city you can think of here in Miami. And like Anchor said, we're not only just ranking niche sites, but we also know how to rank videos on the first page of Google as well. Here's two of my videos ranking on the first page of Google in under 3 days. And here's a cool strategy that I like to do with videos specifically. I know that this webinar is not going to be about videos, it's going to be more about niche sites, but a cool strategy that I do with video is I rank 2 videos. And that helps me to create somewhat of a barrier between me and my competitors so that it makes it tougher for them to outrank me, because they'll be able to outrank that second video, but getting through both of them, it's a little bit of a harder feat for them to have to go through. Here's, again, some rankings in 1 hour for a high converting keyword. This one here, it might be a little bit small for you guys, but you can see the date says 2014. And I showed that date purposely because this video is still ranking to this day and it still makes money to this day. And I haven't touched it, since I ranked it. And it took me about, I think, 3 days to get that video ranked, and I haven't touched it since. So that's the good thing about the way that I do things as well, is that for the most part, my rankings stick for a very, very, very long time, and I continue getting paid for a very, very long time. All right, here's another video, same thing, January 4th, 2014. That video is also still ranking to this day. And if you see on the right-hand side, it's for an evergreen keyword. All right, it's in the web hosting niche. And if you guys have ever done anything with web hosting companies, they pay very, very well for you to refer customers to them. Even if you refer a $9 per month customer to them, they'll pay you $50 to $105 for that sale. Okay. So web hosting niche, very, very hot niche, and one of my favorite niches as well. This one here ranked in 8 minutes, and this one here ranked in 5 hours. All right. So just wanted to share with you guys that, you're on here with someone that knows not only how to rank niche sites, but also pretty much rank videos and rank just about anything on the first page of Google. All right. And one thing important as well is not just being able to get rankings, but knowing how to monetize those rankings and produce income with them. Because if anyone can go out there and rank a piece of content, but if you're not turning that content into some kind of income, then you're just having a hobby of ranking content. All right, you're not until you start producing income, it's just a hobby. Okay. So here are just a few of the income that I've been able to make from some of my web properties out there. This $1,100 here. This was over $1,600 there. This was one campaign that made $564 in a 2-day span. And I remember this. I like this one because it was sort of an experiment. This was during an event that I was at in Vegas. And the video that I made, I was in a very, very dark hotel room. And I was like, should I make this video? Because I was, in the room doing some keyword research. I found a good keyword. And since I wasn't at my home office. I wasn't in my comfort zone to be able to make a video, but I'm like, who cares? Let me just make it. It ended up being a dark video, but my audio was good enough and it actually ended up producing some sales. So that was a cool story there. But here's another one. This is an evergreen video that still pays me to this day. It's generated over $5,000 so far just from one video. All right. This was one campaign, $310. And this is another campaign that pays me every single month. This is a $630 payment in just 1 month. And if you look a little bit above that, each payment for this campaign is $105 per sale. And this is a web hosting company that I'm an affiliate for. And you can see it doesn't take that many sales for this particular video to have a good month. Okay, $630 per month. Between 500 and 600 is what I make with this video on a monthly basis. It doesn't take many videos, like I said before, to start really ramping up your income. Okay, and that's what I'm a big fan of. I like putting out little small campaigns that make 500 to $1,000 a month. Boom, and it takes me a few minutes to put them out there, and I just start building them up. All right. Here's one of my clickback campaigns. You can see it makes just about a sale every day to every other day. There's one day there that I didn't make a sale, but for the most part, this ClickBank account makes sales on a daily basis without me having to touch it much. I think it's from 1 or 2 videos that make sales from this campaign. All right, so not only do I know how to rank on the first page of Google, but I'm also able to produce those rankings into sales. All right, and one thing that I'm most proud of as well is that I'm able to teach my strategies to my students, and then my students are able to replicate and get results as well. So here's Byron posting on Facebook about being able to rank. He was able, and this was pretty cool because he kind of kept us informed on a weekly basis of where his video was ranking, and he finally was able to get it to the 5th spot for what he was trying to rank for. Joseph here posting about him making his first 2 sales. Mike here posting about him making his first sale. And again, remember, these are complete newbies that never made a sale, and they were just posting, coming back, reporting, hey, I finally made my first sale. And many of these guys have gone on to go full time online. I know Joseph himself, he used to be a chef, and now he does internet marketing full time. But Gerald here that was probably a little bit hard to see, but Gerald's on top of Byron. But he posted the same thing, making his first 2 sales following the information that I teach. Lex here posting about how he was able to rank on the first page for a 40,000 per month search term. And Gordon here, same thing, posting about how he was able to rank on the first page for his keyword using a video. And this is one of my favorite ones as well. Mark posting about how he made his first high ticket sale. It might be a little bit hard to see, but next to the black marked out area, it says that what he made was $998.50 from just one sale. Okay, so that was pretty cool. From him, he made just about $1,000. All right, so some things that I want to just get out the way. Make sure that that you're on here with someone that not only gets results himself, but helps his students get results as well. All right, and just a quick slide about myself for those of you that don't know me. That's a picture of me on the right-hand side. I am from Miami, Florida, born and raised here, still live here to this day. My wife and I are getting ready to purchase a home here, hopefully any day now. We've submitted all the information to the bank, and now it's just a waiting game. So we plan to set some roots here. We're finally buying a house and hopefully continue to live here. I love Miami. All right. I've been marketing online since 2010. And as of 2014, I work full time online and enjoy a very balanced lifestyle that I've been able to design. And that's what I cherish most. Outside of the all the great money that's able to be made online, for me, is more about having a balanced lifestyle and being able to pretty much do what I want whenever I want. And I do that. I could be making a whole lot more money, but I instead choose to make enough money to be able to survive and do some investments and things like that, but also have the freedom to do what I want. Me and my wife have traveled to over 15 different countries over the last couple of years. We've done a complete road trip all around the U.S. From Miami. We drove all the way to Los Angeles. We did that almost twice actually. And then we almost made it all the way up the East Coast as well. But being from Miami, we just froze our butt off. We tried doing it right in the middle of winter, and it was just way too cold. We made it up to Boston, and we turned right back around because it was way too cold. But that's what, the kind of things that I enjoy most outside of being able to just stay in front of a computer and work 12, 14 hours a day. I rather, work 4, 5, 6 hours a day and then take the rest of the day and do something else, or, go travel and work while I'm on the road. Those are the kind of things that I enjoy most. And I've been doing SEO and video marketing specifically since 2012. Okay, and there's a few things that I want to point out here for some of you that may be just starting out or maybe struggling a little bit. But if you notice, I got started in 2010, and it wasn't until 4 years later that I was able to go full time. Okay, it took me 4 years. The equivalent of getting a college degree is what it took me to go full time. All right, so and it's different for everyone. So if you've been doing online marketing for a year, 6 months, 3 months, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, just continue pushing forward. Because had I quit at any point in time during this 4 years, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys today. Okay, I'd probably still be working a full time job and just pretty much miserable with my life. Because for me, I think I was born into this world to have my own business. Because every time that I've worked for someone else, I just end up getting fired or end up quitting. Okay, I even got fired from being the paper boy. Okay, that was a crazy story. I won't get into that, but yeah, I even got fired from being a paper boy just because I feel like I was born with that entrepreneurial gene in my blood that it just doesn't work out when I work for other people. But again, it took me 4 years to go full time. And I've been doing video and SEO specifically since 2012. So I've got about 5 years worth of video and SEO experience under my belt. And between 2012 and 2014, I actually ran the SEO department for two different web design companies here in Miami. So I got to do a lot of experimenting on tons of different clients, and learned a bunch as well. Because it's fun when you're able to work on different types of clients, different niches, all these different types of things, and you can test things and try a bunch of different things out. So there, I think I rambled way too much about myself, so let's go ahead and keep it going. All right, some housekeeping for tonight. Anchor already covered a few of these, so please silence your cell phones, close Facebook, close Skype, and turn off the TV and just pay attention. Like I said, we're going to be here for another 30 to 45 minutes or so, training some information, and then I'll share with you guys a cool offer that I have for you, for those of you that would like to take advantage of that. Grab a pen and paper and be ready to take notes. I'm telling you, I'm going to be sharing with you some very, very, very powerful strategies. And save questions to the end. I promise you that we will get to them. Okay, I'll stay here as long as I need to make sure that your guys' questions are answered. And I forgot to put one more bullet point in here, but yes, we are recording it for those of you that continue asking. No matter how many times I say it, there's still about 10 more people who will continue asking throughout the call. So I want to get that out of the way one more time. We are recording this webinar. Okay, so are you ready to jump into this? Give me a 3 in the chat box if you are ready to jump in. Awesome. Tons of 3s coming in. Perfect. Awesome. So let's go ahead and continue. All right. So the first thing that I want to cover is the biggest mistakes that I see most marketers make with their campaigns. And I think this is very important to talk about because everyone talks about their successes and how, what they did to get to their success, but many people never point out the mistakes they made. And I think that if you know the mistakes that other people make, it's easy for you to avoid them, and your path to success is a lot quicker. So some of these are ones that I've made myself, and many of them are as well are mistakes that my students have made that I've been able to help them out with, and correct them and put them on the right path. All right. So the first thing that I see is people that target the wrong keywords. Okay. When it comes to SEO, making sure you have the right keywords is the foundation of your campaign. Okay. And when you have the right keyword, everything else becomes a lot easier. Okay. Especially when you get to the other important part, which is building backlinks, which you guys already have automated with Backlink Machine. When you have the foundation done correctly, those backlinks are a lot more powerful, and you don't need to build as many as well once you have your keywords picked out correctly. And luckily for you guys, I'll be talking about some of the best and highest converting keywords that you could target on this call. So make sure that you stick around for that because we'll be covering it here in the next few minutes. All right, the next thing that I see as well is people putting up unhelpful content. This is a very, very, very big one because the more that we advance with technology, and the savvier that people become with technology, the tougher it's going to be for you to be able to make money with unhelpful content. This worked very well early on, especially a few years ago when kind of YouTube was just starting to pick up, and you can create a simple Animoto video with pictures and then nothing else, and you would make sales. But like I said, unfortunately, that things like that just don't work anymore. People, they want to get good information. They want to make informed decisions when they're making a purchase. So the second they see that your information isn't helpful, they're just going to click off and go somewhere else. Okay. When it comes to SEO, just invest the time to put together a helpful content, helpful article or helpful video, and it's going to go a long way. I'm telling you, people will appreciate that because there's way too many lazy marketers out there putting up crappy content that doesn't help anyone. And at the end of the day, that's what when Google releases updates, that's what they're targeting. They're targeting those lazy marketers that are just filling up their search engines with crap. Okay, you want to be that person that puts the extra effort, and it doesn't take that much effort. It's just a little bit of extra effort to put some helpful content together, and it's going to go a long way. It's going to help people, and they're going to be more than happy to purchase from the links that you have on your website. Okay. Another thing, though, as well, is that not having enough call to actions. Okay. If you have good content on your website and you're selling something, make sure you have a call to action. Okay. Don't just assume that someone's going to click on your banner or click on your link or click on your video, whatever it may be. You have to push them in the right direction. Okay. And the more call to actions that you have, the better. And of course, not all of them are going to be banners, just banners everywhere. There's different ways to have call to actions. You can have just clickable links, and I'll talk about a few here in a few minutes. But make sure you have call to actions. In every video that I put up, I have at least 3 call to actions. And in every article that I put up, I have at least, I think, 5 call to actions at the very least. So make sure you have those. People need to be told what to do when it comes online, and pretty much any kind of advertising. And even if you're doing offline advertising, you always want to make sure you have call to actions on everything. All right. Another thing is working on too many campaigns at once. This is a big one, especially for people that are just getting started. You put up a website, you start getting results, you start getting rankings, you start getting traffic, and you get excited. You're like, holy crap, I can just go out there and put 100 of these websites and just absolutely dominate. And that was exactly how I thought. My first niche site that I put up, I ranked it within a couple of weeks, and within 4 weeks, it made its first sale. And I was just ecstatic. All right, this was several years ago, at least 4 or 5 years ago. It was just for me, it was incredible, especially because I hadn't I didn't know anything about online marketing prior to what I was doing at that time. I didn't know what a domain was, SEO. I didn't know absolutely anything. So to me, seeing just a small taste of results was incredible. So the only logical thought that went through my head was, okay, I could just put up 20 of these sites and just start making a bunch of money. But for me, that ended up working against me because I started losing track of what site was at which point, which site did I build backlinks to, which site, where does this content have to go to. I mean, it was just insane. Okay. So what I did was I took a step back and I figured out how many campaigns I could work on at once to feel comfortable and not get that overwhelming feeling. And for me, it was three campaigns, 3 sites at once, 3 videos at once. That's what I felt comfortable with. And you guys will have to figure out what number that is for you. But for me, I don't think anyone should take on more than they can chew. So, if you get results with one website, just take it slowly, put up a second one, then put up a third one. Don't just go and start trying to put 10 or 20 websites up at once, especially if you're brand new. It's just, it's just going to work against you and you're going to get overwhelmed. And when you're overwhelmed or your mind is confused, that's when, you get that quitting feeling and you just want to give up. All right. And the last thing as well is not promoting your content enough. This is a very, very, very important one as well, because too many people want to do the bare minimum to get results. Okay. And sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't. Because if someone comes along that does just a little bit more than you, they're going to outrank you and they're going to get more traffic than you. Okay. Or if you don't do that extra effort in promoting your content, your site is just never going to rank. Okay. So you always want to make sure that you're promoting your content all the way through to ensure that you actually get first page rankings. And if everything else is in line, if your targeting is if your keywords are right, if your optimization is right, once it comes down to promoting your content, all of that's going to just fall into place. Okay. So we're going to talk about that as well. All right. So step number one in all of this, like I said before, which is the foundation of your, well, before I jump into that, give me a 2 in the chat box if these biggest mistakes helped you out, or if you've made some of these mistakes before. Give me a 2 in the chat box. Perfect. Yeah, tons of 2s coming in. Awesome. So great that this slide was helpful. I was debating whether to put this on here or not, but glad that I did now, especially with all 2s coming in. Perfect. And Mark said all 5. Yeah, absolutely. Trust me, I made at least 4 of these mistakes myself. So step number 1, what keywords convert the best? Okay, and this is where you want to make sure you have your pen and paper, because I'm going to cover about 7 or 8 different type of keywords that you can go out there and start targeting right away to get some quick results. Okay, and like I said, you guys, with Backlink Machine, along with the right type of keywords, you have the ultimate recipe for success. All right. So review keywords. These are my all-time favorite type of keywords. If I can target no other kind of keyword out there, review keywords would be my bread and butter. Okay. The reason for that is when it comes to choosing out keywords, and this is one thing you want to write down as well, you always want to be targeting buyer keywords. Okay. And what I mean by buyer keywords is that when someone goes to Google, searches a keyword, lands on your content, and when they're done reading your content, the next action they're going to take is to pull out their credit card and buy something. That is a buyer keyword. And there's pretty much 2 different types of keywords out there. There's buyer keywords, and then there's information keywords, which, information keywords are keywords that people just want to learn stuff. Okay. They go on and see who the 13th president was. Okay. Yeah, you can rank for that, but it's going to be tough to make any money with that. Why? Because once they learn the information, boom, they're gone, and there's nothing else for them to do. But when someone is searching for a buyer keyword, they're looking for information to make a purchase. Okay, and that's one thing that you want to keep in mind. Always, when you're doing your keyword research, ask yourself, when someone is done searching for the information they're looking for, are they going to buy something? Okay, that's going to give you a better chance of making sales than just targeting information keywords. Okay, now there is ways to make money with information keywords, but it's a lot easier, at least for me, to target those buyer keywords because I know they're going to actually make a purchase at the end. All right. Another set of keywords that I love to target are how-to keywords. All right, and how-to keywords are I love them especially for list building. Okay, because someone is looking for a solution to a problem, and if I'm able to put that solution to the problem behind a squeeze page for them, at least 30 to 50% of the people are willing to trade their email for the solution to that problem. And then once they enter their email and they're in my funnel, I'm able to monetize them with products that help solve that problem that they're having, or whatever it may be. Once I have their email address, I can sell them pretty much any way I want. Okay, and again, how-to keywords, they work for just about every niche out there. There's always someone looking to do something or learn how to do something, and then boom, you can have your video or your content on there and be able to monetize that very, very easily, because wherever there's a problem, there's either a digital solution or a physical solution that you can sell them. All right. And another thing that I like to do is I like to group the how-to keywords with For Dummies, because the Dummies company has done a very, very good job at stealing a lot of that market share. They're geniuses at branding themselves. So now, instead of someone going to Google and typing in how to do yoga, they'll type in something like yoga for dummies. Okay. And that keyword right there, it might not get as much search volume as how to, but there's a lot of search volume still in those types of keywords. And it's pretty much the same person. Okay. Yoga for dummies, they're still looking of how to, they're looking to learn how to do yoga. They're just typing in a different keyword, and Google is going to display different results. All right. So those two, usually what I do is I'll optimize one piece of content for those two different types of keywords. So it'll be how to do yoga and yoga for dummies. Both of those types of keywords will be mixed into one piece of content. All right. Product name keywords. This is another very, very powerful one, because it allows you to get very, very specific, and it goes hand in hand with review keywords as well. Okay, but a product name keyword is something that is very, very specific. Okay, so I have a camera above my screen that's a Logitech C290. Okay, that is a very specific, not only a very specific brand, but a very specific product number. Okay, and that's one thing that is very powerful as well. Not only targeting buyer keywords, but getting as specific as possible. So the fact that I'm targeting not only a Logitech camera, but the model C290 is, a lot more of a specific keyword that's going to lead to more conversions. Okay, because the person already knows what product they want. They just need for someone to verify that it's a good product. Okay, so product name keywords are amazing. And again, there are billions of products out there that you can choose and start targeting for with product name keywords. Okay, another kind of keyword that I love to target as well is celebrity terms. Okay, celebrity terms are very, very powerful, and there are a ton of different types of these keywords out there that you can just never run out of this. And there's a ton of celebrities out there as well. So what I mean by celebrity terms is, big companies know that celebrities sell. They're a money machine because people idolize them. Anytime they're wearing something, using something, their fans want to know what that product is. Okay. And that's why companies endorse celebrities, and they pay them to wear their stuff or use their stuff, because they know that as soon as someone sees it, boom, their sales are just going to go through the roof. Okay, and the same thing goes for if something dramatic happens in a celebrity's life, like they lose a bunch of weight, or they're known to constantly stay in shape. All these different types of things fans look at. Okay, so they'll go to Google and they'll type in something like Katy Perry workout plan, or Dwayne Johnson workout plan, things like that, where they're looking to learn what these people are doing so they can do it themselves. Okay, or Another example is when Ashton Kutcher became pretty much the face of the Nikon cameras. He first started out with the Nikon One camera, and his ads were everywhere: commercials, billboards, bus signs, everywhere. Okay, now he's a very well known celebrity, and if you see him holding a camera, you may not recognize what brand or what model camera he's holding, but of course you're gonna recognize that it's Ashton Kutcher holding it. So what people would go to Google for is they'll type in Ashton Kutcher camera review. Okay, and then boom, oh, they'll figure out, oh, it's the Nikon One, boom, and then that those two keywords there are very, very powerful. You'll type in Ashton Kutcher camera review and Nikon One camera review, boom, right there. The fact that there's a celebrity tied to that product, it opens up a whole nother world of keywords that you can target. Okay, now another type of keyword that I love to target is does XYZ work? Does XYZ really work, and does XYZ actually work? Now, I found these keywords because I was for one specific product, I was battling quite a bit for the number one spot with a few other affiliates. And unfortunately, they started flagging my videos and things like that. So I had to find a way to still get the same uh, kind of traffic for a particular product that I was promoting without having to compete with all these dirty affiliates that wanted to just flag my stuff and play dirty. So what I did was I was like, okay, let me target does XYZ work, and it pretty much is the same kind of traffic because it's just someone looking to see if the product actually works. All right, and it's the same thing for review keywords. People, they don't really need to be sold. They just need to someone needs to justify that the product is a good product, and boom, they're going to make that purchase. Okay, you don't need to be too salesy when it comes to reviewing the product. Just point out what the product does, what it has, the price, where to get it, and boom, that's pretty much it. And again, same thing goes with does XYZ work. Now, they won't have as much search volume as review keywords, but it's a lot more targeted, and usually conversions are a lot higher because it's a long tail keyword. It's going to be a lot less competition, and the conversions are going to be usually a lot better because they're specifically looking for whether that product works or not. Boom, you tell them it works, they're going to buy it right away. All right, and I usually lump those three types of keywords together. So does XYZ work? Does XYZ really work? And does XYZ actually work? All of those will be one campaign. Okay, I'm not going to write three different articles or make three different videos because they're all pretty much the same keywords. Just one keyword, one word is a little bit different. So I'll just lump them all together into one campaign. All right. Let me see. Why did that not go? Okay, there we go. Perfect. So the next kind of keyword as well is versus keywords. This is another monster keyword that you'll never run out of products to promote for. Okay. And what I mean by versus keywords is pretty much comparing two similar products. And nowadays, it's very, very difficult to have a unique product out there because even if you do have a unique product, usually within a few months, someone has already knocked off your product, and they're probably making sales as well. So when that happens, consumers start to have options. So what they do is they go to the internet and they compare the two to figure out which one is best for them. All right. And that kind of situation right there is a gold mine because you, as a product reviewer, can compare those two products for that consumer and help them make a decision. Okay. So if you have a perfect example would be something like the Roku, which is, a streaming television device. And, now pretty much every company has one now. Apple TV has one as well. So someone is going to go to the internet and type in Roku versus Apple TV. Okay, and then Google TV has one as well, and Amazon has their Fire Stick as well. So someone is gonna they need to figure out which one they want. So they're gonna compare the Roku with the Apple TV, and then the Apple TV with the Amazon Fire Stick, and then the Amazon Fire Stick with the Google TV, and just figure out which one they want. And again, all you have to do is just compare the two, tell them which one has which features, which one doesn't have those features, the price, all those different things. And boom, that right there is a gold mine situation, because you'll never run out of products to promote. Again, there's always products being knocked off, there's always new products coming out. And you can do it for everything: laptops, cameras, computers, TVs, projectors, fishing equipment. Anything and everything you can think of, you can compare similar products. All right. So another one of my very, very favorite types of keywords. And another thing that you can do as well is not only compare two products, but like I said, you can even optimize a keyword for 3 or 4 different products, because you can rest assured that there will be people that will type into Google Roku versus Apple TV versus Amazon Fire Stick versus Google TV. They'll type in that entire keyword into Google, and you can be the one that captures that traffic. All right. Now, for you local marketers, okay, when it comes to local keywords, pretty much everything stays the same. You want to target buyer keywords, but one thing is that you want to get as specific as possible. Okay, earlier in the presentation, I showed you one of my niche sites that pretty much dominates for just about every location here in Miami. That's because, again, I got as specific as possible with my keywords. Okay, and again, when people think of Miami, they think of just the city of Miami. Okay, but all around Miami, there are a bunch of smaller cities. There's the city of West Miami, there's Coral Gables, there's South Miami, there's Kendall, there's Homestead, there's Doral. All these smaller cities that will be easier to rank for and a lot less competition. Okay, so that's very important when it comes to targeting local keywords. Make sure you get as specific as possible, even getting as specific as finding out what all the zip codes are in a specific area, and then targeting by zip code. Okay, so one very, very important thing there: make sure you get as specific as possible. Okay, now step number 2 is the 10-step on-page SEO blueprint. So now that you have your keywords picked out, it's time to optimize your content to ensure that, again, when you get to the backlink step, that everything falls into place. Okay, so I guess you can, if your keywords are your foundation, then the on-page optimization are the walls that hold up the rest of the house. Okay, and so this is very important. I have a 10-step blueprint that I'm going to walk you through right now. This is a checklist that you can write down and just make sure that every time you put up a new piece of content, you just go through this checklist and make sure that your content is fully optimized. Okay, so the very first thing, as basic as can get, is you have your keyword in the title. Okay, and as basic as this is, I'm telling you guys, I get at least 2 or 3 people, every 2 weeks or so, that email my support desk. They'll email me a video. Hey, why isn't this video ranking? I click on the video, and the first thing I see is their title isn't even optimized. Okay, they're just trying to blast links to a video and hoping that it ranks. Okay, so as basic as this is, you want to make sure you're always doing this. Have your keyword in the title. Okay, the next thing is to make sure you have it in the first sentence bolded. Okay, but make sure that the sentence must make sense. Okay, don't force to put your keyword in there if the sentence doesn't make sense. All right, that's the one thing you don't want to do. Remember, when I mentioned putting up unhelpful content, don't risk the quality of your content just to make sure you have this. If you could only fit a piece of your keyword so that sentence makes sense, then just do that. Cut out some of whatever you need to cut out so that sentence makes sense. Okay. And then you want to make sure you have it in the middle of the article as a clickable link to the article itself. So you're pretty much creating your own internal link to that piece of content. Because what's going to happen is once Google comes to crawl your page, they're going to crawl that link, and the anchor text is going to be obviously your keyword, and it's going to crawl it right back to that same page. So Google's automatically going to know, okay, this article is about this clickable link that's on this page. All right. And the last thing is to have it in italics in the last paragraph. Okay, again, this is just so that when Google comes across your pages, boom, it'll see, okay, something is in italics. All right, perfect. I can see that this article is about this particular keyword. All right. And again, the same thing applies as what I mentioned before. The sentence has to make sense. Okay, you never want to change or sacrifice the quality of your article just to optimize it. Okay, if you have to, not include your whole keyword, that's fine. Just make sure that you have it in there somehow, but that it still makes sense. Okay, another thing as well is that you add multiple images and a relevant YouTube video. Especially, this is especially true today. Okay, because the internet is it just grows at such a fast pace that people want information now, and they don't want to read 1,000 word article anymore. Okay, that's why you see all these social networks having live video, live everything, because people want the information now. Okay, they want it quick, they want to be able to skim it, they want all that stuff. Okay, so having multiple images and one or two relevant YouTube videos gives people options. Okay, if someone wants to sit there and read your article, they'll read your article, but if someone just wants to look at the pictures and look at the video, they have that option on there. Okay, and for the most part, most people are just going to skim your article, they're going to click on links, they're going to watch parts of the video, and boom, they're gone to make the purchase. Okay, and that's one thing that I want to mention as well. Is your job when it comes to search engine marketing is to sell the click. Okay, the last thing you want to be doing is being that salesy person in your content. Your job should be to just get the person to take the action you want them to take. Click the link, make the phone call, or opt into your list, whatever it is. You want to sell that click. Okay, especially if you have an affiliate marketing site, push them to click that link, and then let the vendor handle the sales page, because for the most part, if you're promoting a good vendor that spends time on their sales copy, they have already spent the time to sell the product. All you have to do is just get the visitor onto that piece of content. Okay, excuse me, onto that sales page. All right. So got off on a bit of a tangent there, but that's a very, very important tip there. Your job should be to sell the click. Okay, don't try to sell the product. Sell the click, and then let the vendor sell the product. All right. Um, so the next thing as well is to make sure you have as the alt text, alternative text on at least one image. Okay, in my content, I usually have between 2 to 3 images. Out of those 2 to 3 images, they'll all have alternate text, but it'll be different types of keywords. Okay, one thing you don't want to do is to make sure that each image has all the same keyword. Okay, and the way to edit alternate text, when you're inserting an image into a WordPress post, you'll see the option there to add alternate text. And there you want to put your keyword in there on at least one image. If you have more than one image, just use a different variation of your keyword on the other images. All right. And the next thing as well is to make sure you have your keywords in the H1, H2, and H3 tags. All right, but at the very bare minimum, have them in H1 and H2. Okay, and when you're editing your content inside of WordPress, you can assign what you want to make a heading. Okay, now if the content is not long enough, it's not going to make sense to have the 3 different headings in your article. It's just going to look bad. But usually, when I'm putting up a new piece of content, it's about between 600 to 750 words. So that's usually long enough for me to add 3 different headings. Okay, but again, if it doesn't look right, if it just looks too clumpy with 3 headings, remove the third one and just have the first one and the second one. All right, because again, you don't want to sacrifice the quality of your content just to have that extra heading in there. All right. And the last thing you want to do is to make sure that you have your keyword in the meta title and the description. Okay, now this all depends on what theme you're using, or if you have an SEO plugin installed. you'll be able to edit the meta information of each piece of content that you add on your website. All right. Now, the meta information is pretty much the information that is going to show up in Google. Okay. So, in the Google search results. So there's a meta title, which is the title when if anyone types something into Google, though every title that you see is called the meta title. Same goes with the description. It's called the meta description. Okay. And if you edit that information, it'll be different than the actual title on the content itself. But usually it's not going to be that different because it's going to be optimized for the same keyword. Okay. And of course, you want to make sure that you have your keyword in the URL as well. So if your keyword was lose weight fast and your domain was joshuazamora.com, my URL would be joshuazamora.com/lose weight fast. Okay, that would be my URL. Okay. So does that make sense to everyone? Give me a 3 in the chat box. And I'm going to show you guys a few images of some examples now, so that you guys can see what it visually looks like. Okay, awesome. Tons of 3s coming in. Perfect. So let's continue on. Okay, so here are what some of the things that I just covered look like. Okay, this is an article here that I put up on one of my sites. But you can see here the title up in the top has my main keyword. I have my main keyword as well in bold as well. And this one, since it didn't look right in the first sentence, I went ahead and put it in the fourth sentence. I bolded my keyword. And I put a relevant video. And usually I like to do that. I like to put the video at the very top of my content so that if someone wants to watch the video, boom, it's readily available as soon as they land on my content. They don't have to scroll. They don't have to do any of that stuff. All right. And here, so below my video, you can see that my article looks really well formatted. Okay. So that's my second heading there. What is Skinny Sprinkles? And you can see the review. If I would have added what is Skinny Sprinkles review, that just wouldn't have made sense. So I dropped it and I just made sure that I put the name of the product in the heading instead. And here I have an image to the left-hand side. I have more content here on the left. And then I have another image here. So I always like to have my content be very media rich. Okay, and here you can see I have my other heading down here as well. So this is heading number 3. Excuse me. And again, it wouldn't have made sense to have the review in here. So I just went ahead and took it off. Okay. And here I forgot to mention here as well. Oops. This is the link. This link comes right back to the article itself. All right. And here at the end, boom, my keyword once again in italics. And again, it wouldn't have made sense to have the review in there. So I just dropped it and just did it for the main keyword, for the main product name. All right. So just some screenshots there so you guys can visually see what it looks like. And like I said, you can see that this article is very well formatted. It looks of great quality. The content is good quality. The video is good quality. The images, it just looks like a good article. Okay. So now what I want to talk to you guys about is, okay, we have our keywords. We have our article fully optimized. It's good quality article. Now, how do you actually make money from these articles? Okay, so I'm going to share with you 4 strategies to get people to buy from your article. Okay, because that's the most important thing. Once they land on here, I want them to click on my links and buy something. Okay, so here are 4 strategies to skyrocket your profits. And make sure you write these down because these can truly make a difference. I'm telling you, they will get more clicks to your links. All right. The first thing is what I call my video click-through rate technique. Okay, this is a very, very simple thing to do, and every one of you on this call can do it as soon as we jump off. And it pretty much is just adding what looks to be a video onto your sidebar, okay, so that it shows up on every single page that someone lands on. Okay, and the sidebar is that it's what shows up on the side of your website, no matter what page someone's on. And you can see this screenshot. It looks like there's a video on my sidebar, but if someone clicks on it, it's just going to take them to my affiliate link. So that image is hyperlinked to my affiliate link. And of course, it would be more effective if the screenshot is a screenshot of the video that's on the actual sales page. Okay, so you want to kind of make both of those congruent so that when someone clicks on it, they can actually see the video on the page that they're landing on. Okay, and this is a very, very powerful technique because people love to watch videos. So if you put a screenshot of what looks to be a video, people are going to click on it, boom, and they're going to land on the sales page or whatever it is that you're looking to get them to do. Okay, very, very powerful. Every one of you can do this. If you're promoting a sales page with a video on it, you can go take a screenshot of that video, add it to your sidebar, hyperlink it to your affiliate link. Very simple. Okay, my every image technique. Okay, like I mentioned before, I always put 2 to 3 images in all my blog posts. Okay, now one thing that I cringe when I see is when people hyperlink their image to the image URL. Okay, so that when someone clicks it, it just opens up the image. What I do every single time is I make sure that all my images are hyperlinked to my affiliate link. Why? Because people just love to click on stuff. Okay, so if they're hovering, if they're reading through my article, and their mouse happens to hover over an image, and they see that it turns into the clickable, the clickable icon, they're gonna click on that link, and just because of curiosity and the way the human mind works, if you see that open up, like, oh, I wonder where this leads to. Boom, they click on it and they land on the sales page. Okay, so every single image on all my niche sites are clickable. Okay, make sure you do that as well. If your images are not clickable, go back and edit every single one of them and add your affiliate link to them. Okay, same goes with what I call my link bait technique. All right, people love to click on stuff. Okay, so every so often in my article, I'll just put a hyperlink in there and hyperlink it to my affiliate link. So if someone is scrolling through, they're reading my content, they see a hyperlink, they're going to be like, oh, I wonder where that goes to. Boom, they're going to click on it. Okay, so here's pretty much how that looks like. This image here is clickable. Someone hovers over it, boom, they're going to click on it. This hyperlink here as well, the second one, same thing. It's a clickable affiliate link. So they'll be like, oh, I wonder where this goes to. Boom. Okay, they'll click on it, land on the sales page. Okay, so very, very powerful stuff there. Just small little things that every one of you can do to ensure that you go ahead and get that click so you can make sales. Okay, and the last thing that I like to do as well is what I call the review plugin technique. Okay, and this is a free plugin that you can install on your sites. It's called Author H Review. Okay, you can see right here, Author H Review. If you have WordPress, you just go add a new plugin, search for it, and it'll show up right away. Author H Review. And what it does is, again, it allows you to add sort of what it looks like a review preview, pretty much, because you get to add whatever review you want here. You get to add what the price is of the product. You can give it a 5-star rating, and then you can have a summary down here. Okay, and you can have this here, more details, and this is powerful, as well as this hyperlink here. You can specify where this goes. Okay, so if someone wants more details, and you can have this show up at the very top of your review. Okay, and you can have it show up at the bottom as well. All right, so if someone clicks on this, and you can set this to go anywhere you want. So as soon as you click on it, boom, they're gonna land on the affiliate link or whatever it is, or if you're selling your own products, boom, they'll land on the sales page. Okay, very simple technique, and it gets the click right away, because again, you can have this show up at the very top of your review. Boom, they click on that, they're already on the sales page. You did your job, and you're gonna get some conversions. Okay, so give me a 3 in the chat box if there's one of those that you cannot do. Okay, There should be no threes unless David put that in before. Okay, perfect. Every one of you on this call can do every single one of these and start increasing your click-through rates and your profits right away. Perfect. And Damon said you can do all of them. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey
Perfect.
Joshua, I must say that the number one and the number two technique, like these are amazing because people are so lazy. Like I myself am so lazy that when I upload an image in WordPress, it automatically picks up the image URL and puts it as the link. I'm so lazy that I actually don't even change that. But it's like it takes 1 second to just copy paste your affiliate link over there, right?
Yeah.
And if I just start doing that, I'll actually start making more money and more clicks will start doing to my affiliate offers,
Yeah.
right? So
Absolutely.
it's just
Absolutely. Absolutely.
it's
It takes
how
2 seconds to do it. Yeah.
yeah.
Perfect. So Samuel is asking what was the plugin called? It's called Author H Review. You can see it here on the screen. Author H Review. All right. Perfect. I'm going to leave it there for a couple more seconds so you guys can write it down. It's Author H Review. Let me go ahead and post it in the chat box as well. Oh,
Yeah, just take a screenshot, guys. Take a quick
yeah.
screenshot of the screen so you can just save it for later. I just did that myself. So
Yeah. Perfect. So take a quick screenshot and boom. One more second and I'll go ahead and continue. All right. Perfect. Awesome. So now what? Okay, now we've picked out our keywords, we've optimized our site, we've added those monetization strategies. How do you get this perfectly optimized site to rank fast and get traffic? Okay, and that's perfect. This is where step number 3 comes in: high quality backlinks. Okay, and congratulations to Anchor and to every one of you that are on here. You have that automated with Backlink Machine. Okay, you install that. Once everything else that I just covered is done, boom, you get Backlink Machine installed, and you have your backlinks already being posted automatically and being created for you. Okay, so a lot of you on here are already way ahead of the game by having Backlink Machine. You just install it, let it get working for you. Just make sure that your foundation and your walls are built correctly so that you can get the maximum results with everything. Okay, and I do have a surprise tip as well for those of you that are on here that want to get a little bit quicker results. If you want even faster results, go ahead and purchase an age domain with good metrics and supercharge your rankings. Okay, this is a technique that I like to use quite a bit when if I don't want to start a brand new site from scratch. I'll go and I'll find you can go to expireddomains.net, or you can go to even though I think the Warrior Forum might still have their domain selling section. You can find a domain that has a trust flow of at least 15 plus, and you can search for this at Majestic SEO. You just type in the URL, and it'll tell you the trust flow. As long as it's 15 plus, boom, usually you're on the right track to have a good domain. And the fact that you're purchasing a domain that has authority already, boom, it's just going to put you that much more ahead of the game because that is an established domain. It's already been around, and it's better than starting with a domain that's on zero. But again, all this is just a small little technique that you can use. But if you start with brand new domains, it'll work just as well. Okay, this is just a little surprise tip for those of you that may want to do that. Okay. So just a quick recap of what we've covered. You select from one of our proven set of keywords. All right, you optimize your content with our 10-step process. You implement our 4 profit hacks. All right, you build backlinks with Backlink Machine, and you are good to go. Okay, this is the ultimate recipe for success here, and every one of you can do what I just showed you. All the strategies that I've shared with you, there's nothing that you can't do. Okay, and the beautiful part about it is that you have 50% of that equation already done with Backlink Machine. Okay, so the only thing we have to worry about is the other 50%. Okay, optimizing and all that stuff. Okay, to make sure that your foundation and your walls are built strong so that once you come to put your roof on with the Backlink Machine, everything else will stay in place. Okay, so how many of you would like to automate the other 50%? Okay, and this is where we're going to get to the very special software that I put together that actually allows you to do that. Okay, give me one in the chat box if you'd like to be able to automate the other 50%, which means that you automate not only the backlink building, but also automating the entire posting and optimization process of the equation as well. Okay, give me a one in the chat. Perfect. Awesome. Tons of ones coming in. So let's go ahead and talk about this. Okay, what I've created is called Surplify. Okay, and Surplify is a powerful web-based app that will allow you to automate your entire posting, optimization, and monetization for all your campaigns. Okay, you'll be able to control absolutely everything from one central dashboard. And the beautiful part about it is, as well, is that you can do it in 3 simple steps. Okay, all you have to do is connect your sites, choose your locations or keywords, and that's the beautiful part about it. If you're doing local marketing, we have one of the largest databases of locations built into Surplify. Or if you want to just target keywords, if you want to just do general sites, we have that option as well. If you want to do both, you can do that as well. You can mix and match keywords with locations, and I'll show you how that works now. But in step number 2, you just choose your locations or your keywords. And in step number 3, you add your content, you optimize it, and you set up your posting schedule. And from that point forward, Surplify will do absolutely everything for you. Okay, and I'll show you how that works here in a second once I show you the demo video. And from there, step number 4, again, is to build backlinks with Backlink Machine. And that part is already automated for you. Okay, so let's do a quick demo of Surplify so I can show you guys exactly how powerful this is. All right. And one thing about the software that I set up as well is I try to make it as simple as possible for everyone to use. And that's what we've done with this as well. You can see here we have each step of the process laid out easily. All you have to do is once you complete each step, you just hit next and you're good to go. Okay, now the first thing you're going to do, which I'm not going to cover, is just to connect your sites. All you're going to do is just tell Surplify what site you want to connect. Put your username, put your password. All of our stuff is encrypted, so we never see access to your logins. You just connect it, you're good to go. Um, and then you go here to create a new project. You name the project, and then you click next. And here's where you select the site that you want to post to. And the good thing as well is that you can select more than one site if you want to as well. But I'm not going to do that as well. I'm just going to have Surplify post to one site. But if you wanted to post to multiple sites, you have that option as well. Once you have the project name and the site selected, you click next. And here's the geolocation. Okay, this is where I mentioned before that we have one of the largest databases and growing. Okay, we're about to add a bunch of more new locations as well. But you can see even just from where we're at now, we have the United States, we have Wales, we have Scotland, Northern Ireland, England, Canada, Australia. And again, it's one of the most targeted databases you'll ever get your hands on, because all I have to do is click this drop down button here. All the states in the US pop up. Okay, since I'm in Florida, I'm going to go ahead and go deeper into Florida. Okay, and you can see all the cities in Florida show up as well. Okay, and now if I want to go even deeper, remember when it comes to selecting local, if you're doing local SEO, you want to get as specific as possible. So I can go ahead and click it down once again, and now I can select all the zip codes in that specific city. Okay, and that's what allows me to dominate an entire city, because I can come in and target every single zip code without having to go to Google and search for the zip codes and do all that stuff manually. We have the databases built into Surplify. Okay, so I can go in and I can target all the zip codes in Boca Raton as well. I can target all the zip codes in Bonita Springs. I can target all the zip codes in Boynton Beach. Okay, I can do this all day long and select every single city that I want to. And I can target every single zip code in Coconut Grove, every single zip code in Coral Gables. And again, all of these are cities within Miami. Okay, so boom, once I'm done selecting all of the locations that I want to target, all right, I come back down here to the bottom, click next. And here is where we have the keywords selection as well. And this is a brand new update that we just released as well a few weeks ago. And it's a very, very powerful one. And the good thing is that one of our users recommended this and we went ahead and added it, okay? Because he wanted to be able to use Surplify not only to target local keywords, but just to target local keywords, local areas with multiple keywords. So he wanted to target, say he was targeting Miami and he had 10 keywords. He wanted Surplify to make a post for 10 different keywords for that same city. Okay, so let's say you had, weight loss Miami, lose weight Miami, lose weight fast Miami. Boom, all of those are your keywords. Then you would type that in here: lose weight fast, lose weight quickly. Okay, and now what Simplify is going to do is it's going to make a posting for not only every keyword that's in here, but for every location that's in here as well that I just selected. So let's say that, for example, I selected 10 different locations and I'm putting 3 keywords in here. So what's going to happen is there's going to be a total of 30 posts that Simplify is going to do automatically for me, because it's going to do lose weight to every single location I selected. Then it's going to do lose weight fast, again, for every location that I just selected. And then it's going to do lose weight quickly for every city that I just selected as well. And again, all of that is going to happen 100% hands-free without me having to do anything after I set up this content. And I'm going to show you how to set up the content now. But again, if you don't want to target by location, you can just not select any locations and just do keywords. Okay, if you want to do 10 different keywords, boom, you put that in here and you're good to go. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to leverage Simplify to do all the posting for you. Okay, so once you're done putting your locations and your keywords, you click next, and here is where the magic happens. Okay, here's where you're going to set up your content, optimize it using with all the optimization techniques that I covered in the training. You're going to implement all of that here on this tab. This is probably the most important tab because this is where you can do it all. Okay, so here you can choose whether you want to Simplify to make your posts with as posts or pages. I've never really found this to be any different, but some search engine marketers like having that option. I always usually do posts. Okay, and here in the title, this is where you're going to set the title for Simplify to know what title to use. And here we have different short codes that you'll be able to use, sprinkle them around your content so that Simplify knows to use the information that you selected. Okay, so remember, I selected, for example, let's say I selected 10 locations and put in 3 keywords. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my keyword tag, okay, and then put my zip code tag. Okay, now what's going to happen here is Simplify is going to automatically choose from one of the 3 keywords that I just selected and mix and match it with all the zip codes that I just selected here on the geolocation tab as well. Okay, so every time it makes a new post, it's going to make it for a new keyword for one of the 3 keywords and a new zip code. So again, if I have 3 keywords and 10 locations, Simplify is going to automatically make a post for every single keyword and every single location. So in this example that I keep using, it's going to be a total of 30 posts. Okay, and Simplify is not going to stop until every single post, all 30 of those are posted. Okay, so here is where you edit the body of the content as well. So you can see here we do have spinning built into Simplify as well, so that you can turn one article into thousands of posts by just spinning it, and we are integrated with just about every major spinning service out there. Okay. So we have Spin Rewriter, Word AI, Spinner Chief built in, okay? And I believe I changed my API key, so it's not picking it up right now. I've done this demo several times, and I change the API key every time, so it's not finding it right now. So, but you can see it's already spun, okay? And the good thing here as well is that if you can see, I've sprinkled in my short codes as well. So remember, you want to, like I said, you want to be sprinkling in your keywords, like I mentioned when we were optimizing it. So I'm going to put the keyword tab. I'm going to go ahead and delete the city one for now and just do zip code. Okay, just for the example. All right. And again, here, the beautiful thing about it is, remember, I told you that you want to be adding images and videos to your content. Simplify does that automatically for you. All you have to do is click on this here that says dynamic images, click open, okay, and you can search for anything you want. Okay, let's say I do lose weight, okay, and all of these are royalty-free images that you can use, okay, and it's very simple. You click select, 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 select. You can select as many images as you want, close, Okay, and do the same thing for videos. Click open, do the same thing, lose weight. Now here, and for both, you can either search like I'm doing or add your own videos as well. Okay, and here under video, under settings, you can have a minimum, however, minimum and maximum. Okay, so if you tell Simplify, okay, I want you to put at least one video, but a maximum of three. Okay, and it'll rotate in between that to make sure that everything looks natural. Okay, but here when I search, is the same thing. You click select, select, select. All right, so I selected three, click close. And now what Simplify is going to do is that every time a post goes out, it's going to select from these different images and these different videos. Okay, and same thing with this schedule. I can have it put between 1 and let's say 2 and 3. Okay, so now there's going to be at least 2 images, but a maximum of 3 in every single one of my posts. Okay, so now not only is my content completely optimized, but I'm also adding that rich media that I mentioned that you want to be having in your content. Okay, and then once all of it is set up, and oh, excuse me, let me see. Here as well, you can, if you don't want to add them like this, you can add your images like this. Okay, you can add it through here, which will add it into the content if you want to do that. So if you want to add, a banner or something, if you want to add a banner quickly into your content and have it clickable, boom, you can add all of your monetization, those 4 monetization hacks, minus the plugin, because the plugin obviously you have to add it yourself. But the images, and have the images be clickable, all of that stuff you can do inside of here. You can also add videos. Okay, if you have your own video, so if you're trying to rank not only niche sites but video, having video embeds is also very powerful. So you can add your own videos in here as well. Okay, and here, so once you've done optimizing your content, again, remember, you also want to be making sure that you optimize your meta information as well. Okay, so here is where you can do that. You can automatically set your optimization optimization techniques here, and you never have to touch it ever again. You just have it here. Okay, you can do the same thing. Just put keyword and zip code. Okay, and now that's going to be automatically every single time that a post is made. This meta information is also going to be posted right away with that content. Okay, same goes with the description. You just add your description here. You can spin it if you want. You can add your short codes, all of that stuff. You can add your meta keywords as well, and you can have Simplify randomize those keywords as well, so that everything looks natural. Every single post is going to have its own content, its own meta information, its own keywords, absolutely everything. Okay, and if you're working with a particular business, if you're using this on a client's website, you can choose to have business schema markup done for you automatically. Okay, so if I click yes, it's going to allow me to put the name, the description, okay, the business name, the description, the email, the telephone, and this, this is pretty much like a local citation being put into that content as well. Okay, I'm going to leave this as set to no for now. And this is another powerful strategy here at the very end, where you can post interlinking keyword as well. Okay, so what's going to happen here? Remember what I mentioned before is that you want to make sure that you're interlinking your content as well. Okay, that's why Wikipedia dominates for just about every keyword out there, because they're a master at just interlinking one content to the next. This here will do it automatically for you. Okay, so you can set that up, boom, and you're good to go. It'll automatically be adding interlinks in between your content. Okay, so once you're done setting up all of this, okay, all you have to do is click next. And one thing we have built into Simplify as well is syndication. Okay, so not only will Simplify post your content for you, but it will also automatically syndicate that content as well. And we are integrated with all the major syndication services out there: Synwire, Social Monkey, Social Hour, Social Adder, SynLab. And SynLab is my service, so if you stick around to the end, there might be a bonus for SynLab as well. So stay tuned for that, so that you'll automatically be able to have your content posted and syndicated right away. Okay, and we have indexing built into Simplify as well. If you guys want to do that, we're integrated with Backlink's indexer and link indexer as well. Okay, I'm going to click on no for that for now. Click next. All right, and here you can see this is a pretty much where I can set up the schedule of my posts. Okay, so in total there's 164 possible posts that I can make based on the number of locations and the number of keywords that I put in. Okay, um, and here the schedule type. This is where you can pretty much schedule how this is going to happen. So you can have a minimum of 3 posts and a maximum of 7 per day. This is just how I set it up, but you can do it however you want. You can do 5 and 7 so that everything looks natural. Okay, every day there's a different number of posts being made to your site so that everything just looks natural. Okay, because if every day I have 10 posts every single day being made to my site, it's just going to look unnatural. So this allows you to just drip feed it in a natural way until all 164 posts are made. Okay. So now, once you set up your schedule, you click next, and Serpify is going to give you a nice summary of what you just set up. So you're posting to one site, 164 different zip codes, 14 different cities, 3 different keywords, 18 different dynamic images, 7 different dynamic videos, SEO features enabled, schema markup not enabled, and it's going to be making between 5 and 7 posts per day. Okay, once all of this is done and it looks good to me, boom, I click update, and now Serpify is going to go out there and post automatically all these different to all these different cities and zip codes for the content that I just set up. Okay, so if I come here, you can see all these different posts have been made by Serpify for me without me doing a single thing. Okay, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of posts. Okay, I can keep scrolling, hundreds upon hundreds of posts that have Serpify has done for me. Okay, and the good thing that you can see here is that not only has it posted to my WordPress site, but it's syndicated it as well because I have syndication enabled. Now that could be optional for some of you guys as well. Since you have Backlink Machine, you already have a syndication channel with Backlink Machine. So you have, but Serpify does it for you as well. Post to WordPress, syndicates it. Post to WordPress and syndicates it. And the good thing is that this does some social syndication. So social syndication plus the backlinks that Backlink Machine makes for you, boom, that just makes it even that much more powerful. Okay. So you can see, guys, this absolutely automates everything that I just covered. Serpify does it for you. Okay, so I pretty much took what I used to do manually and built a web-based software that does it for me. And you can see here, I can keep on scrolling. All of these is posting for me on a daily basis. Okay, Serpify is just handling off for me. Okay, and it's not only posting, but it's building backlinks for me. Posting and building backlinks for me, all hands-free. Okay, give me a 2 in the chat box if that sounds exciting and looks exciting for you. Awesome. Tons of 2s coming in. Perfect. So let's go ahead and again, I know that I might have gone through this very, very fast, but we have full tutorials inside of Serpify that breaks everything down step by step. I know I talk fast and I might have gone through this very simple, but for those of you, the number one thing you want to understand is that Serpify goes out there and it posts for you automatically. Again, all of these posts are made for me, and all I did was just set up the project once. I told Serpify what content I wanted to post to what locations, for what keywords, and boom, I just let it go hands-free and it does it all for me. Okay, and again, we have full tutorials here that covers every step of the process. Okay, so if you're a little bit confused about what I just covered, just know that Serpify is the most powerful app you can get your hands on to pretty much automate the entire posting, optimization, and monetization of your sites. It does it all absolutely hands-free. Okay, so boom, tons of 2s coming in still. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the special offer that we have for you guys today. Okay, because you're not just gonna get Serpify. Okay, we're not done. We also have some fast action bonuses Okay, and some of these are live webinar bonuses only. Okay, so for those of you that are on here, Anchor mentioned that he's going to give you a special gift, but I'm also going to give you a gift because some of these, for those of you that are still on here live, you're going to get some of these bonuses. Okay, and I'll tell you which ones are live webinar bonuses only. So this one here is a live webinar bonus only, okay? And that's access to X Ranker 360. This is a $497 per year value, and it's pretty much the Surplify for videos. So not only have I automated my niche site business, but I've also automated my video ranking business. But X Ranker 360 does it in a unique way. It allows you to figure out which keywords you can rank for first, and then you upload your video. And it does that by leveraging YouTube live events. Okay, and I'll show you a quick demo of that here in a second. But XRanker 360 is, again, it's another web-based app, and it allows you to dominate the first page of Google with videos. So now you're going to use Superfy to dominate niche sites and XRanker 360 to dominate video. Okay. You're also going to get access to our SynLab Pro app. Okay, and SynLab Pro will automatically syndicate your campaigns. Okay, so when I just showed you that in the syndication tab inside of Serverify, that it will automatically syndicate my content, it's doing that by using SynLab. Okay, SynLab is a syndication platform that I built, and it does it automatically. Okay, it posts your syndicates your content to 20 different social networks out there, 100% hands free. Okay, you're going to get access to that as a bonus. This is, again, another live webinar bonus only. Okay, so the first two you get only by purchasing while we're on the live webinar. And I'll put the link here in a second. The next thing is access to Video Chief Pro. Okay, this gives you access to over 600 local video templates. These are done for you videos in dozens upon dozens of different niches. So if you guys are out there doing any kind of local marketing, these videos will come in very, very handy. Okay, you can rank them right away, or you can sell them to a client very, very quickly. Boom, and make some money right away. Okay. And the last thing as well is access to our Samurai Video Bootcamp training. Okay, this was a 4-week live training that I covered. I know I shared a lot about niche sites on this call, so I wanted to throw in a bonus that covers everything that I do with video marketing, and you're going to get that as a bonus as well. Okay, so tons of value that I'm putting together, and also you have a 30-day money back guarantee. Okay, I stand by this 100%. If you're not 100% satisfied with Superfly, just simply shoot us an email and we'll give you a full refund, no questions asked. Okay, I built my software with as much passion as I have, and if you're not happy with it, I'll give you a refund no matter what. Okay, so a quick recap of what you're getting today: full access to Superfly Agency. Okay, you're gonna get full access to X Ranker Agency. And okay, I forgot to mention that as well. You'll be able to use both of them for your client campaigns as well. Access to SynLab Pro, okay, access to Video Chief Pro, access to Samurai Video Bootcamp, which is a total value of over $5,000, guys. And you can get access to it today for just $497, okay? And there should be a link in the chat box for you guys to order that. If not, let me show it here on the screen. It's backlinkmachine.com/Surplify. Okay, let me go ahead and post it in the chat box now, and then I'll answer some of your questions because I know there are plenty of them. I see them already. Okay, so backlinkmachine.com/Surplify. And again, the first two bonuses are for those of you that purchase while we're on the live call. And once you do so, make sure that you post in the chat box that you joined us so that I can welcome you to the club. Samuel is saying X Ranker 360, got it. SynLab Pro, got it. Awesome, yeah. Glad that you have both of those software. You have definitely a great arsenal there. Okay, perfect. So let me quickly show you how XRanker 360 works. It's another very simple app to use. Okay, we have 4 steps in here. You do your research, you create your YouTube live event, you track it, and then you build backlinks. Okay, so with the research, again, we built one of the most powerful keyword engines inside of XRanker 360. So you can come here, you click add new keyword, and you just say how to lose weight. Or let's just do lose weight. See, do that. All right. And now what XRanker 360 is doing is going out there and showing, grabbing as many keywords out there that could be a possible keyword for me to target. And you can see here within a few seconds, there was over 3 pages of keywords that XRanker 360 found for me. Okay. And let's say once I find a keyword that I want to target, I come here to create video from keyword. Boom, click that one keyword right away. It's going to go to the create tab automatically. All of this has been filled in for me. And this is the keyword that I selected. I can optimize my video all right here. So I'll put this here, put it in the description as well. Okay. I can choose what channel for that this live event is going to go on. So I'm just going to choose this demo one. When I publish the live event, and this doesn't really matter what date you put, because once the live event is on your channel, it never really erases unless you erase it. So the publish date doesn't really matter. Okay, click add. And now XRanker 360 is automatically creating a YouTube live event for the keyword that I just created. Boom, you can see video was successfully created. This is the URL, but here is the beauty about XRanker 360. Okay, I've just created a campaign for a particular keyword, but I haven't created any content yet. Okay, and that's the beautiful thing about it. If I go to the URL that it created, it's a blank page, but this blank page is able to be ranked. Okay, and that's what we built XRanker 360 around, because it'll allow you to figure out which keywords will rank first, and then you create the content. Okay, and the way that XRanker 360 will figure out which ones those are automatically. So here I can set for XRanker 360 to notify me when this video reaches a particular ranking position. So I'm going to put target rank 10. So if it ranks a 10 or better, I'm going to be notified, and then I can continue working on this campaign. So I'm going to click add. And now this is automatically has been added to my rank tracker. And again, once this campaign cracks into the top 10, I'm going to receive an email telling me, hey, your video is now ranking on the first page of Google. Go ahead and proceed with your campaign. Okay. And it's that simple. And once I do that, once my campaign is ranking, I can come here and build some backlinks. And again, this is automatically integrated with SynLab as well. And SynLab will automatically syndicate this campaign to 20 plus different profiles automatically. Okay. So, and again, let me cover this one more time. These first 2 bonuses, where are they? Here you go. These first 2 bonuses, XRanker 360 and SynLab, are part of those who purchase while they're on the live webinar as well. And if you go to the page, the order page, there's also a second option. If you don't want any bonuses and you just want Simplify, we have an option on there for you as well. All right, so let's see if I can go through some of these questions. In Simplify, can you set up videos that are optimized for cities? Yeah, so inside of Simplify, you can set any video that you want. Okay, so let me go back in here. In the project tab, in the content tab here, I can either use random videos here using the dynamic videos, or if I want specific videos, if I want to add my video into the content, I just click on the video tab, and you can put any YouTube, Vimeo, Vine, Instagram, any video URL here, and it'll automatically add it to the content. Okay. All right. Paul, you're asking about this. That's because I have some extra options. We have the admin tab, the academy, and a bunch of different things on the side. Okay, if you didn't purchase upsells when we officially initially launched, then you don't have access to that. Ed Nunez is interested, but he had to go. Awesome, Ed. We'll see you here in a few. Some people said connection is gone. Only one person was saying that the connection was gone. So maybe it was just your connection. All right. Samuel's asking, does naming your images with keywords help any? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you're adding images to your content, you don't want to have it be, those weird image names that people name. Usually that and when you export from a camera, it'll somehow like do those weird names. Yeah, you definitely want to be renaming those. All right. And Ron, yeah, you can do that route, but that's not the agency access. So what you're getting today is the agency access. Okay, usually the agency access is a recurring option. Okay, so that's what allows it. It has the biggest database. It has all the features, absolutely everything. Okay, and you have the ability to use it on your clients' campaigns as well. Okay, so this is the best value that you can get for Superfy anywhere. Okay. All right. And if you guys have any other questions, feel free to post them in the chat box. Samuel's asking, what about multiple videos made for specific keywords?
Hey Joshua, I'm wondering, for people, who are actually live and basically have actually stuck around till the very end, I was wondering if we can offer a special coupon code of, on this price. So, basically it helps them to take action now, and they've been with us for the last hour and a half, so it definitely incentivizes that as well.
Yeah, sure.
So,
Give me
I just want to hear from the audience, like, would you like to have a coupon code to buy Simplify right now?
Yeah, give me a 2 in the chat box and I can go ahead and make a quick coupon. Give a 2 in the chat box if you want a coupon, and we can go ahead and create one real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll only do this if there are, a bunch of people interested, because, Joshua already sells this at a higher price. And, this is only for customers of Backlink machine. So if you're interested, if you want a coupon, say 2 in the chat box, and I'll make Joshua go in and make a chat and make a new coupon so that you can actually have this at a great price.
All right, give me a second.
Right.
Let me go ahead and
A bunch of 2s here. And yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. Okay, so so Joshua, can we do $100 off the price on this? Can you make a coupon code for $100 off the price uh, for the product? And I guess everyone would want to take the bonus as well. So if you can do $100 off, that would be a great deal, and it will be only for the people who are here attending this call. And after that, we'll probably take it down.
yeah, okay, man. You guys are getting a hell of a deal, because I definitely didn't plan for that. But there's a bunch of 2s coming in, so I actually have to create the coupon because I don't have a coupon created. So give me a second, guys, and let me go ahead and create this coupon real quick. All right. I'm gonna call it Backlink Machine.
All right, guys, just stick around. It just takes a few minutes to create the coupon inside JVZoo. So we'll just go ahead and do that in the next 1 minute. And then we will post the coupon in the chat box so you guys can use it at the checkout page.
Alrighty, coupon code has been created. I'm sending it to everyone now. It's called Backlink Machine. And just go to the URL. Let me get it on the screen. All right, backlinkmachine.com/Surplify.
Yeah, and then when you pick the option that you want to buy, just on the JVZoo checkout pages where you can enter the coupon code. So it is Backlink Machine, all one word. And it doesn't matter if you use small or caps, it just works either way. So just make sure you use the coupon code when you check out so that you can get the $100 off.
Remember, guys, the bonuses that we have are for those of you that are on here live. That's another. So now you guys are really getting rewarded. For those of you that are on here live, you're going to get these two first bonuses here. And you're getting that additional coupon code. So make sure that you take advantage of that now. We're going to be answering questions for the next 5 or 10 minutes or so. So once that is done, the most likely, well, for sure, these bonuses will be gone and that coupon code as well. So make sure that you guys pick that up while you're on. You know, I always like respecting everyone's time that is comes on here live and spends, you know, all the time. We went a little bit over an hour and a half, but thank you guys for sticking on here. All right, Ray is asking, can you provide an example of a keyword you are ranking for using this technique? Unfortunately, I do not do that anymore. Too many people steal my keywords. Every time, it happens every single time. So I do not reveal my keywords. I actually make money with my keywords, so I don't reveal them anymore. I get people that flag my videos. I get people that target the same keyword. I get people that, you know, start sending junk backlinks to my stuff. I just don't do it anymore. John is saying, will there be recurring charges? No, if you purchase outside of this webinar, there will be. But while you're on this webinar, this is a one-time payment. You get access to 3 very, very powerful softwares. You get access to Surplify. You get access to XRanker 360. You get access to SynLab. Those are all 3 while you're on the live webinar. All this is just the ultimate recipe for success. And you also have Backlink Machine as well. Okay, and once you guys join us, post in the chat box as well so we can welcome you aboard. All right, so far Ron has joined us, Eric has joined us, Mike has joined us. So welcome you guys aboard and post in the chat box so we can welcome you as well. All right, and if you guys have any questions, post them in the chat box. We'll be here for another 5 or 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, any questions, guys, please post in the chat box. We're constantly monitoring the chat. So, and also if we probably have missed out some of your questions earlier when we were doing the presentation, please post it again because, you know, the GoToWebinar interface is not the best one. And you can basically, it's, you know, it's pretty easy to miss out on the earlier questions. So I would just recommend that you post the question again if it is still unanswered. So you can just hop on back and do it. And yes, again, we will be posting a replay video for this. So you can watch it later. You can go over the notes. You can basically go over all the training again with the replay. And you can basically, yeah, you can just, if you probably just, you know, if you join in later, like in the second half, you can just go over all the training earlier we had on the call, yeah.
Perfect. So someone wants me to recap. So what you're getting is you're going to get full access to Surplify Agency. So it allows you to get access to absolutely every feature we have inside of Surplify. Plus, you can use it on your client sites as well. You get full access to XRanker 360 Agency as well. So you can use it on your client sites. You get access to SynLab Pro. You get access to Video Chief Pro. And you get access to Samurai Video Bootcamp. Okay. Easily over a $5,000 value. Just XRanker and SynLab. I can sell both of those on their own for $497. Okay, but here you're getting 3 powerful softwares. You're getting Certify, you're getting XRanker, you're getting SynLab, all for $497. So Certify is going to allow you to dominate with niche sites. XRanker 360 is going to allow you to dominate with video, and SynLab is going to automatically syndicate everything for you because again, I built SynLab as well, and it's automatically integrated into Certify and integrated into XRanker 360. So you'll be getting automatic syndication right away. Okay, all of that for just $497 one-time fee, and we just added that coupon code. So let me go ahead and add the coupon code on here. It is Backlink Machine. All right, for another $100 off, which definitely was not planned. So you guys are not only getting those 2 bonuses for being on here live, but you're also getting an extra $100 off with the discount code.
Right. And guys, I also promised an extra bonus for people who will be sticking around till the end. So just paste in. So basically, what I want to do is if you could just paste in your Backlink Machine email address that you have your account with, I will be adding 1,000 backlink credit to anyone who has stuck around till the end on this call. So that's 1,000 backlinks for you that you can build extra from your Backlink Machine account, and that is a thank you for me for attending this call and staying around till the end for us. So drop in your email address that you have as your login for Backlink Machine. So you can basically look up your email address, look up your account, and add the 1,000 backlinks to your account for free. So yeah, I hope you guys like this. You guys like this deal from me, and you'll be attending the next training session we have, and you liked the content that we had on this call, and take action on the Simplify. I would highly recommend it because it is basically automating a lot of your website building part, because building websites is one of the most expensive processes that you have to do, and it's also a lot of boring, and that's what Simplify does for you. And when you actually start ranking your sites for a lot of long tail keywords, you can actually start getting a lot of traffic from all these keywords. And if you actually look at long tail stuff, the traffic might not be a lot. You might only get like 100 to 200 visitors a month from each keyword, but then that really adds up, because then you're actually ranking for 500 600 keywords at the same time for your sites. And when you do that, you actually add up all a whole lot of traffic, right? So just make sure that you have all those things in there. And that's what, if you basically have to do it manually, it takes a lot of time, and you have to keep a check of every little thing. But basically Simplify does all that for you and kind of automates that. And that is why I wanted to bring on Joshua and show his software to you, because he's been ranking for thousands of keywords for his sites and making money. And that's why, if you go to his Facebook and look him up, you will see that he's basically posting pictures of fishing all day. That's because his sites are actually ranking and making him money all day long, and he does not really have to put in actual work anymore, right, Joshua?
Yeah, absolutely. I could have gone fishing tonight, but I spent a good couple of hours here with you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and make sure that you take advantage of this deal. Like I said, even where is it? Samuel was saying, yeah, I wish I got this deal instead of the reoccurring, because I'm telling you guys, Simplify outside of this is definitely, it's a reoccurring payment. So Sam, you got a very powerful software either way, but this is definitely a very special offer for you guys that are on here, and you definitely want to take advantage of it, especially with the extra bonuses that we're putting together and that discount. Okay, doesn't get any better than that. And Rodney is asking if you can repeat the bonus. I believe for Anchor, you're getting 1,000 extra credits inside of your Backlink Machine membership.
Right. And if you buy Simplify, you get all these extra bonuses as well. So yeah,
absolutely.
That's the bonuses you get with Simplify.
And Andrew is saying, okay, I went for it, looking forward to getting some amazing results. Thank you. Awesome, Andrew. Great to have you on board.
Awesome. A couple people said that they were having issues paying with PayPal. So if you're having any issues with PayPal, just I'm going to actually drop you an email address. That is my email address. You can just reach out to me, and we will try to find another way for you to pay. If you're having issues with PayPal, it could be temporary, and you could try out again in the next few minutes. But then, if you actually have any issues with payments, you can drop me an email at this email address, and I will try my best to sort it out for you. So I've sent my email address to everyone, and if you have any issues with payments, you can just basically shoot me an email, and we'll find a way to sort it out.
Awesome. Leonard is saying, I will purchase when I get home later tonight. Awesome, Leonard. And I can see that you're here, so we'll make sure that we honor those bonuses for you. I'm going to go ahead and put the order link.
Yes, put the other link again in the chat, and then if you have any other questions about the offer or about the bonuses or the backlink machine like stuff, I'm happy to answer. We will be doing another training session later this week, so if you want to jump back in on that, we will be talking a lot more about backlink machine and SEO, and we will be doing a lot of other things as well. Yes.
Awesome. Glenda is saying thanks again.
Yes, that's my email address.
Information.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome, guys, and give me one in the chat box if you enjoyed the content overall. I always want to make sure there's a good balance between giving good content and offering something for sale. I know it's a tough balance to have. Sometimes you come on here and it's just a complete pitch fest, but I wanted to do something different, give you guys some actual actionable information you can use, and then give you guys a good offer that automates the entire process. So give me a one in the chat box if you enjoyed it. Awesome, guys. Glad that you enjoyed
it. Also, once here, we had some amazing content. Even I took some notes, and I'll be implementing some of those strategies, especially the YouTube screenshot strategy and the other strategy, and that actually is going to probably help me get more sales from my affiliate sites. So yeah, definitely, just one or two small tips can actually make you a lot more money. I've seen that a lot happen in the past, and I am sure you guys will actually get more sales from your sites as well with these strategies, and hope you enjoyed it.
And guys, I think there was one person that posted that I missed their question, so feel free to post it again. There's just so much activity inside the questions that sometimes we miss the questions. So if we miss the question, just feel free to post it in the chat box so that we can make sure we get you taken care of. And this, someone asked, how long do you have to purchase? This will be available for just a couple of days. It's something that I can't keep up forever. So I'll be getting with Anchor after to figure out how long we'll be keeping this open. But for those of you that are on here live, you will be getting those 2 additional bonuses. Plus, you can use that coupon code as well. So make sure that you jump on that. I'm going to post the information one more time.
Yeah, we'll be only keeping this up for a couple of days, maybe only through the weekend, and then close this down on Monday. So if you want to take action and get this special deal and get the great price we have, plus the special bonuses from Joshua, just make sure you buy before that and get in on the deal, because we don't want to keep it open for a long time. Joshua already sells this at a much higher price. So we've got this deal especially for our customers.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys have, and just give me an idea, if you guys haven't purchased yet, but you're on the fence, let me know in the chat box what I can answer for you guys to help you make your decision. All right. And just go ahead and put that you're on the fence, and then type your question to see what's holding you back from making this purchase so that I can help clear up anything. Just put that you're on the fence and then what your question is, and I'll make sure that I help you guys out. Valerie is saying, I just realized there's a time mix-up here for me. I will recap the beginning of the webinar if you reposted. Yeah, Valerie. So yeah, if you showed up an hour late, then you probably only saw the last half of it. But we covered a lot of good content at the beginning. It's pretty much how you can, if you what I pretty much covered is if you don't get Simplify, you can do everything manually. Okay, all the optimization, all the posting, all the monetization stuff, all that stuff, you can do it manually. You have to go side by side for each post, but you can still do it. All very, very doable. Or you can get Simplify, and it makes your life a whole lot easier by automating that entire process. Samuel saying, in Simplify auto page builds, can we match keywords to my own same keyword videos all on autopilot? Yeah, so if you have, that's the beautiful thing about Simplify. Once you have your keywords, you can come here to the keywords tab, add all those keywords here. So whatever keywords you're targeting with your videos, you just add them here. All right, so let's say how to lose weight. Lose weight. All right, you can add all whatever keywords you're targeting for your videos. You add them here, and then once you come to edit your content, all you have to do is use the keyword tab, and it'll make a post for every single keyword that I just put into here. So in here, you can put as many keywords as you want. Okay, so if you put 100 keywords in here, Simplify will automatically post 100 different posts for you for each of those keywords that you just put in there. Okay, and if you select a location as well, so let's say that you select 2 locations and you have 100 keywords, it's going to make a post for every keyword and every location that you select. So 100 keywords, and let's say I select 2 locations, that's 200 posts that Simplify is going to make for me 100% hands-free. Okay, and all I have to do is set up this information once, and that's it. Okay, instead of writing a post, going to your site, logging in, posting it, optimizing it, adding your images, adding your videos, all of that stuff, which you can do it manually, or you can set it up once and have hundreds of posts going out there for you. And then once you have Backlink Machine installed as well, your backlinks are automated as well. Okay, so now the entire SEO process is completely automated for you. All right.
Hey, Joseph, someone wants to check on the list of bonuses. Can you pull up the slide, please?
Yeah, absolutely. And Alan is asking where to claim the bonuses. Yeah, my bad. I completely forgot to talk about that. So once you purchase, go ahead and send your receipt to my support desk, which is support@samuraiblogger.com, and I'll make sure that we'll create an account for you on XRanker and SynLab and get you access to all the other bonuses as well. Okay, and make sure that you mention that you were on the live webinar as well, so that we know, hey, I was on the live webinar. Click here to claim my bonuses. All right, and
yeah, and you also have my email address in the chat. So if you have any issues, just drop me an email, and I'll make sure that Joshua sends the bonuses as well.
Perfect. And Alan joined us as well. So great to have you on board, Alan. Alan, yeah. So if you want to get the extra bonuses from Anchor, you hit up his support desk as well. All right, and again, guys, if you're on the fence about purchasing Simplify plus getting all these amazing bonuses, just post in the chat box what's holding you back, and I can go ahead and help you clear any doubts that you have. I'm telling you, this is easily one of the most powerful apps you can get. Combined with Backlink Machine, and you have an amazing combo there to really dominate the first page of rankings, because it really just SEO, if you strip it down to the basics, it's pretty much your keywords, your optimization, and your backlinks. Okay, you already have the backlinks automated with Backlink Machine. Now you just need to automate the posting and the optimization, and boom, Simplify does that for you. And now you can cover a lot more ground, automate a lot more of your business, and just focus on the more important things. Because once you start building a certain amount of sites and you start making a certain amount of income, you don't want to be having to do all the nitty gritty stuff, going in and doing optimization on every post, adding images. All those nitty gritty stuff are the kinds of things that you either start to outsource or you start to automate. Okay, and that's how you grow your income a lot faster. That's how you scale. And when you have software like Simplify, that's what allows you to do those things. Okay, you can start building and growing your company instead of just maintaining it by having to do all those small little things. Okay, like I said, you either outsource or you automate when you want to grow your business. All right, and again, if I missed any of your questions, feel free to post them again in the chat box, because there's a good chance I missed it if I didn't answer it. And we'll be here for another 5 or 10 minutes or so answering some questions. And then remember, for those of you that are on here live, you get the bonus that Anchor mentioned, which is an extra 1,000 credits to get even more backlinks. And you also get X-Ranker 360, you get SynLab, and of course you get Surplify. So you get the ultimate arsenal. Okay, you're going to be able to dominate with niche sites. You're going to be able to dominate with video. You're going to be able to get automatic syndication, and you're going to get backlinks with Backlink Machine, since you guys already own that. So you're going to get one heck of an arsenal and at an amazing discount. Okay. Even Sam was saying that he preferred to get this deal than the recurring one that he's signed up to.
Yeah, we have, I think, a lot of customers here who already have purchased some of these products in parts. And I think now that we have actually bundled it up together, it's a heck of a deal for everyone to jump on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it makes sense. I built each app for a reason, okay? And that's why they fit together so perfect, okay? I built an app to automate my niche site business. I built an app to automate my video business, and then I needed to build something to do the syndication for me. Okay, and that's where SynLab came in, and then I connected all three of them together. All right, so each of them are built to work seamlessly together.
Yeah, I guess you did not build a backlinking software and then I just jumped the gun on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you got the backlink machine, and boom, I mean, it just takes things to a whole other level.
Right. Yeah. I guess some people are still having the PayPal issues. Just drop me an email, guys. I will be able to sort it out for you. We'll be able to create a Stripe link for you so you can pay via Stripe as well if PayPal is having an issue. So if you want to do that, just drop me a quick email. I already sent you my email address, so we will take care of it after the live webinar.
All right, so again, if you guys have any final questions, feel free to post them in the chat box. All right, I'm going to go ahead and post the information to join us one more time.
Right. I guess I found a question from Wendy, who said, did you create original content on these sites?
I created one. That's the beautiful thing. Usually what I do is I create one piece of content, I spin it, and then I use that to post them to my site. Okay. I definitely do recommend having at least one original content to start with. So that you can spin an original content, an original piece of content. Okay. I'm not a fan of taking someone else's content and spinning that content. I'd rather make sure I have one unique quality piece of content and then spinning that. That's how I do it. But again, everyone does it differently. Some people, they do a unique piece of content every single time. Some people do what I do, which is they spin one piece of content. Some people, they use PLR content, spin it, and do that. It just, I mean, it starts once. That's the thing about SEO. I mean, once you have the basics down, you start to tweak things to match the way you do things. Okay, so the guy that I learned from, he was just diehard, unique content every time. But I started doing tweaking his strategies to match my own stuff, and that's how I came up with my strategy. So you're gonna have to find whatever you're comfortable with. That's what I'm comfortable with. I take one piece of content, spin it, and use that.
Got it. Yeah, I've seen a lot of times that people have a lot of SEO myths. One of these things I've seen is that people think that having a .com domain is the only way to rank higher. But there are so many different kind of domain names you can buy for cheap, even like for $1, $2, and then they still rank as high as a .com domain. So yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely a big myth. All right, not only .coms rank, every kind of domain out there can rank. All right, let me go ahead and cover the bonuses. I saw someone asking for me to cover the bonuses one more time. All right, so you get X Ranker 360. Obviously, you get Surplify. You get the agency access to Surplify. Okay, this allows you to get absolutely every feature inside of Surplify, and you get access to all the updates, all the databases. We're getting ready to expand the database even more. You get full access to X Ranker 360, which again it allows you to rank your videos on the first page of Google, and SynLab Pro as well. And if you guys remember, all these rankings that I showed you and all this income, all this stuff here, all right, all these rankings were done with Surplify. The half of these, because some of these were achieved before I built XRanker 360, but half of these were built with XRanker 360 before I automated it. So it was when I was doing it manually, I got these rankings, and then boom, once I automated it with XRanker 360, the other ones were achieved with XRanker 360 as well. But they were all achieved with the same strategies that the apps were built upon. Okay, so I was getting all these results, and then I was like, okay, I need to expand my business. I need to be able to automate this stuff to be able to do more. Okay, and again, it was either outsource or automate. Okay, and when I tried to outsource, I just didn't have a good experience. Okay, people didn't care about my business as much as I did, and I was just getting sloppy work. So I'm like, look, let me just what that guy's doing, I could automate it into a piece of software and do it the way that I want to do it. And that's how I was able to come up with these softwares, because it's stuff that I was doing that I needed to automate. Okay. Um, so you get Surplify, you get XRanker, you get SynLab, you get Video Chief, and you get Samurai Video Bootcamp. This is, I'm telling you, you won't need to buy anything else to take advantage and really turn Google into your ATM machine. You're gonna have everything you need, plus backlink machine, and I mean you're not gonna need anything else. So make sure you guys jump on this, and at the amazing discount, $497. But for those of you that are on here live, you get to use this coupon code and get an additional $100 off. Plus, those of you that are on here live get these two bonuses as well. Just once you purchase, send your receipt over to my support desk, which is support@zamuraiblogger.com. That's Zamurai with a Z. All right, shoot your receipt over there. So let me know that you were on the webinar live, and we will get you taken care of.
And with the agency access, they get access to basically unlimited sites and unlimited campaigns, and for unlimited clients, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep,
awesome. I just wanted to confirm. I had someone drop me an email about it. So yeah.
I'm trying to scroll up to see if I missed any questions. Someone's asking, are there tutorials? Yes, guys, we have tutorials all in here that covers every single part of the process. Okay, I know I went through this very fast. And look here, we added the SynLab integration recently. So that's at the very top. Okay, how to integrate SynLab in here. The new interlinking feature as well. A complete walkthrough of Q&A, all how to start to finish, all that stuff. Another Q&A, which again we covered absolutely everything from start to finish on how to set up a campaign, setting up the WordPress plugin. Every single thing here is covered. Okay, absolutely everything of how to use Surplify is covered in here. Okay, so I know I went through this demo fast. But I'm telling you, this is a very, very powerful piece of software that you can go out there and use to automate a lot of the stuff. And you can see here, all these posts again were made 100% hands-free without me having to do a single thing but set up the project once. Okay. And I can always go in and add more. So let's say I come in here and it's done with this particular part of the project. I can go in, add more keywords, add more locations, and just continue getting more and more rankings, more and more content going out. And since everything else is set up, I just come in here. Let's say that I want to switch over and start, once I cover Florida, let's say I want to start covering Georgia next and just work my way up, the East Coast of the US. I can just start doing that. Boom. And then once I cover Georgia, then I can move on to Tennessee or some whatever, any other state that I want. Or if I want to go over to California, boom, I can go ahead and do that. So once I set this up once, I don't have to set up a new project if I don't want to. I can just continue working within this project, and it will just continue expanding my site over time. Or if you want to get really crazy, you can just select absolutely everything, and then have it do that. But I don't recommend that. I recommend being more targeted with your stuff. Set up one campaign, do that, then do that. Because remember what I said before, if you try to do too much, you're going to get overwhelmed. So I like doing part state by state, area by area, and work it like that. But that's just my opinion. We've had people that come in here and just like, hey, let me just select absolutely the entire US and let Serverify go to work. And that's the way they do it. But that's the way they want to do it. All right. So if you have any final questions, feel free to post them in the chat box one final time. All right. We'll be shutting down in the next minute or so if there are no more questions. So remember, guys, for those of you that are on here live, you get these two bonuses. For being on here live, you're able to use the coupon code, and Anchor put together a very powerful bonus for you guys, 1,000 credits. That is amazing just for being on here live. Okay, Ronald, we will be helping you out, so just shoot an email to Anchor and we'll help you guys out.
Great. Yeah, I guess we should just wrap it up now.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's kind of almost 2 hours.
Yeah, absolutely.
It'll take a while to run the video once we go for the replay, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome, guys. So thank you, everyone, for coming out. Anchor, thank you for having me. For those of you that have joined us already, welcome aboard. And for those of you that haven't yet, you will have a couple of days to take advantage of this offer. So make sure you do so. Thank you, guys.
Great.